No, I didn't say anything.
Ah,
I was just agreeing with you on all points
okay.
you're making.
Okay, so here we are, guys. Game number three. The score is tied up at 1-1. And of course, this is the Zerg's choice as it is loser's map choice.
Yep. The Zerg being Snitchables from Infused, is it? Infused
Yep,
Gaming?
Team Infused.
Team Infused, spawning on the left side of Newkirk Precinct. His opponent, Navi Strelok. Even though you see him as FXO, but recently Navi had acquired the European branch of FX Open.
Which is
So,
crazy.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, seeing Navi invest into StarCraft II, what? So, Strelok spawning as the red turn on the right side on this map.
Yep. So, oh, I think we can have a command center first again.
Yet again.
Yet again. For anyone wondering, like how you can tell all these little differences so faster, it's all about where the SCV goes after it builds
Yeah.
the depot. If it leaves the depot to come back to the minerals, then it's going to be a command center first because you always have enough resources to build the racks pretty much once the depot finishes. So that is why it comes back. It comes back just to get a couple of resources, and then as we can see, it gets sent out. If you see the rally point and the SCV move out onto the map, it's going to be a proxy. If you see it, you know, just a right click away from the depot just a little bit, like a centimeter, it's going to be a completely standard build. So these are the little things that give it away very fast. Of course, as an observer, you get to see this. Whereas if you're scouting, you can't see the rally point. There is the racks, and the positioning on the racks looks like it is getting ready for an add-on.
Yeah, it is.
So it's probably going to be reactor
Are we?
Hellions.
Well, it can be reactor Hellions. I'm just wondering a little bit more. We haven't seen a bio build
I
coming
was
out of
going to say that.
Strelok yet. I mean, he wasn't really known for bio builds in Wings of Liberty neither. He really preferred going mech versus Zerg. But I mean, this could really mix things up if he goes bio, because you usually position the racks if you are going bio.
Yeah.
Uh, like this. I mean, you'll have to see, but still. Maybe it's just that he built, maybe by mistake, he built the first supply depot on the right side of the racks instead of on the left side, because then you would
That's true.
position the racks in a normal way, even with the add-on.
That is true.
So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Morphing orbital commands out of those command centers right now, and this time we had a standard opening out of switchables and no drone scout as far as I saw.
Yes.
So just going hatch pool gas will have later speed.
I
Um,
think Snitchables, he didn't actually see the racks.
oh my god!
He got to like where it would be, but because he was waiting for the add-on, it was just out of sight. So,
Dude, dude,
what?
dude,
What?
wait. Check the layer timing.
We got a roach warning as well. Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
this is gonna be. This can only really
Nidus?
be a Nidus.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
only
thinking
be.
Nidus. I mean, there's not very many things that this could be, and oh my goodness, this could do a lot of damage, especially with the roaches. And Strelok going Hellions, it seems like, as his opening. Whatever his later transition will be, he will open up with Hellions. And oh, look at this Overlord
Yeah.
in the lower part of Strelok's base, ready to place the Nidus down, just outside of range of any Marines that would go there. And I don't really. I mean, we will not have any Marines. Looks like it. Oh, we will. We will. Okay.
Right. Lair finishing. So this is, of course, the big moment that we are waiting for.
Yeah.
He's getting roach speed as well. That's something that you kind of expect, because of course it does give him a big boost. So I couldn't tell if it was just a roach speed or if he is going to drop down Nidus. I don't think he is.
I don't really understand what a very quick road speed would be good for, though.
Yeah. It's,
It's like maybe
yeah,
you want to have an impregnable defense versus Hellions.
maybe.
That's the only reason I can think of.
Yeah, you would think there'd be some sort of extra tech with it.
Yeah.
These Hellions do get into the main. There are roaches popping, so they should do okay. One of them gets taken out, which means the last one shouldn't really do any damage as it has to get 3 shots off to kill.
Yeah.
There we are.
And
And
you know, Strelok, upon seeing this lair, he would be like, Oh. And he's going to be really careful right now. But he, at the same time, he did not see any other tech buildings, so I think he's as confused as we are at this moment,
Yeah.
to be quite honest.
Like, we do have a lot of roaches coming across the map. Like, there's always one of those things we don't know, like, if they played each other on this map before. There's a
Yep.
few things because, like, there's a fast lair coming, but there's also a oh no, actually, I thought there was a widow mine drop coming, but actually it's just for. Oh, and those two widow mines don't actually burrow. They're moving up into the main. I think Strelok realizes he's actually going to have such a hard time defending this. There is an overseer. Oh, it's for the overseer. That's what the lair is for.
Oh, yeah, to
It's
break
gotta be.
Oh, now it makes sense. Let's just roachling all in, but I need overseers to break your widow mine defense. You're not going to have that many factory units. But as with the previous games, Snitchables has to keep this attack up after he breaks the bunker.
Yeah, and their SCVs are doing a really good job
Oh,
target
no.
firing. Not
The
so much-
Viking.
The Viking.
The Viking!
There's no more widow mines, so it's not the worst in the world. The depot does stay alive, and 12 SCVs did get killed. Strelok 46 supply V70, and this last roach will fight this Hellbat and then run into the range of the Marines. So it gets finished. Now there are still a lot of roaches coming across the map. The Overseer is of course dead. There are no widow mines, so it's not that big of a deal anymore. And there is a third behind this. But also Snitchables is still, you know, a little bad with his. He's not getting his injects off, so he's
Yeah,
very
but-
lava starved.
But apart from that, everything else is decently good for the Zerg.
Yeah.
He's up 20 supply. He's building double Evo chambers. He's got his third running. He has the what you call it, harvester lead. So he's ahead in econ. He's keeping the Terran pinned back at his home, and if he can
Oh.
actually take out this tank, he might break the natural and prevent it from mining. Oh my God, he's going inside the
wave
main
is
straight up.
The Marines do come out of the bunker. The medevac is of course trying to heal him. There's 3 roaches left, so with some target fire and he can one. Well, there's 1 roach left now. Again, a couple. He got like 3 more SCVs, so I don't. That was an okay trade. He kept the tank numbers low of signing time.
Dude, there are 0 tanks outright
Yeah.
out right now. Only 1 just popped, but that's it. And apart from that, we only have 4 Hellbats and 3 Marines. Snitchables, I have to say, Snitchables, this game is in such a good position. I was so confused by his opening, but it all makes sense right now.
He has a good economy behind this, but still, he's honestly been missing his injects like a madman. He's got 4 larvae right now. He should drop a macro hatch, because obviously if he continues doing what he done last game, it can start to snowball. You know,
Yep.
if Strelok gets a good stabilizing posture, in a sense, he could do some damage.
And look at
Now-
this, Strelok, even afraid of a Nidus Worm, he's got a Hellbat patrolling the edge of his base.
That's really interesting.
Or
There is
drops.
a Hellbat drop headed in towards the 3rd base, actually. That looked like it was going to the main. And, ooh, some drones will, of course, get taken out by the splash damage. But the pickup actually saves them all.
One drone was
Yeah.
killed. Wow.
One. And the boosters, of course, this medevac is quite low, so he...
Oh.
Nope.
This is what I like to see, though, from Snitchables, a Hydralisk den. Very nicely timed as well. Now, this Viking is doing a really good job hunting alerts, but so far it's proving to be only something of an annoyance for Snitchables. Not really causing that much damage, supply blocks or anything else. Just being an annoyance. Just one more thing to think about. Engineering bay going down. Strelok wary of a Mutalisk transition, so that's
Yeah.
only just for the turrets.
And Thor's already in production as well.
Yeah,
So he's definitely...
but it's not going to be
feeling it.
Mutas.
It's not. It's Roach Hydra.
It's gonna be Hydra's muscular Argonauts already on the way. We have 1-1 ranged and carapace for the Zerg army. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Pneumatized carapace. Oh, for a moment there, I thought I saw ventral
I
sacs.
didn't actually see that, but Burrow has been researched as well. There's a,
Oh.
a burrowed roach at the 3rd. Can you see it?
Nice touch.
Yeah. So that'll obviously annoy Strelok just a little bit. He is now building his 4th command center. I'd imagine that one will stay as a command center, and then he might move it. No, actually, he's going to land an orbital at the 3rd. We do have roaches and hydras coming around. The burrowed roach, of course, will see this, so that opens up a bit of a time. And there's a lot of tanks here, and they're running in. And I don't think this is
Oh,
going
this
to
is
be very good.
this is not a good angle for Snitchables. This is what we talked about in the previous games. This position on the high ground, you can take a third base really easily defended with tanks, similar to how you would on Cloud Kingdom.
There we are. Scan gets dropped. That roach can get cleaned up. And I really don't agree. This is like the smallest force in the world. Oh, the
Yeah.
overseer does get picked off. We do have a hive tech now being started 25 seconds in. We got +2/2 for the Zig, including the missile attack. And we have mech upgrades, but only the +2 attack. He's not actually getting any armor or anything for his mech just yet.
Yeah, do we actually have double armories? Yes, we do. So, I wonder what. Well, obviously, Snitchables right now is shooting for Vipers as fast as possible. He already has the 4th base up. His harvester count is very healthy, look, staying at 83 constantly. He's been paying attention to the minimap, at least I hope he is, because another Hellbat drop is heading to the main. And he's not going to be aggressive or engage until he's got enough of Vipers, basically. But that could also mean that Strelok will have enough of tanks.
Hellbats into the main. This was not scouted at all, even though if they passed the overload, a couple drones getting taken out, 5 in total. There's the pickup, and of course he is going to head into the natural. There are roaches here ready, and Hydras come in. Of course they can deal with the medevac, and that will shut this down. But it goes down there. It is. And another 2 workers killed at the natural. So, decent damage. Of course, that kind of give him an idea of what he's playing against. As we can see, Snitchables is in a really good spot. He's a bit gassed up, but he's got 76 halves, does a lot of minerals. He just took out... Oh, no. He did go to take out the rocks at the, like, the center, the little base below there. But doesn't look like it for now. And interestingly enough, Snitchables doesn't care about this 3rd base natural, just in front of the natural. He's taking it anyway, which we've seen a lot of Zigs be very scared to do. So,
yeah, and I think he's getting ready to attack very soon here. The Vipers just now popped. The evolution chambers at the 3rd base are finishing, and there we go. Vipers start siphoning the energy off of that using consume. They will have full mana in a little while here. We have 4 Vipers in total.
Oh, there we are. Oh, but no.
Oh, he kills the evolution chamber. What the hell, dude? What are you doing?
You done all for
all 4 Vipers on the one building.
Yeah. And a Ziglan run by. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, that was like, I don't know how many Ziglins that was.
That was gruesome.
That was painful.
I think that was like 20 or 30 Zerglings he produced a while back. But, he's exchanging supply that doesn't cost him anything because it's just minerals. What Snitchables is lacking is gas.
Yeah, that's true.
And, Strelok... Strelok's max out is really nicely timed because just a couple minutes ago, when the first Vipers were about to pop, Snitchables was at 180 or 190 food, Strelok was at 145 or 160 at most. And now look at this. Both players, even in supply, both maxed out, essentially.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It was just like, he's doing such a good job macroing. We have a Hellbat drop into the main. There are 2 Spine Crawlers. The Queen, of course, can pick off the medevac, which he wants to. And, of course, some drone kills. Oh, he does 1 shot to those drones and then, never mind. Now the Hydras are coming in. Of course, he has to be very careful. The Queen still targeting down the medevac. It needs like 2 or 3 more shots. It gets taken out. Hellbats get targeted down, and about another 5 drones did get taken out. In the meantime, Strelok is using this to force himself into a very nice position. There's 11 Widow Mines for this. So this could actually be really potent. We have only 2 Thors, 4 Vikings, and a hell lot of Widow Mines. Obviously, now being morphed in. And here comes the fight. The Widow Mines are burrowing.
Oh, this is a very bad position for the turn to engage in, though, because the army is all clumped up and the Blinding Clouds are super effective. The Widow Mines have all gone off, but there is still a lot of Hydras remaining. But the energy on the Vipers has been depleted, and no more Blinding Clouds are protecting those Hydras, and they're getting slaughtered by the tanks.
Yeah, that was so much damage to the tanks. The tanks actually get in a nice position, but of course, they're going to be a little bit pressed to get out. Now the reinforcements do come, and a bit of a mistake there by Snitchables letting all these reinforcements just casually walk up to his 3rd. Widow Mines do burrow, everything getting vaporized. There's so many tanks. There's 6 tanks, 2 Thors, and a bunch of Halberds, but it looks like there's a counterattack incoming instead. He's sacrificing his third. He does have, of course, 5 base, so it's not the most important thing. And even, oh, I didn't even realize that the the one with the base by the rocks was there. She got killed. And here it comes. Oh, it's so hard for the Zerg to actually have a good fight right here. It's
Yeah, but
such a
at the same time, Strelok's tanks are trapped, and they are going to get taken out eventually. So let's look at the resources lost, and
Yeah,
we can see that Snitchables lost quite a lot. But you know, considering that he is Zerg and Strelok is Terran, I'd say the trades were quite even from what I saw.
He took about an extra 10 drone kills there as well, so that income-wise, the Zerg is behind. He did build a lot of buildings, so his drone count looks a little bit lower than it is. But he's still mining on full bases, so he's pretty good. But, you know, Strelok still has 5 bases of his own, you know. He's proper macroing like a boss. He's got 2 planetaries at his 4th and 5th. His 3rd is still a orbital. And, you know, he killed 2 bases with that, hurt his opponent's economy. And
you know, Snitchables lost a lot of drones at his 3rd, and he would likely need to remake them. Ultra Switch is in the works right now, so will we see a repeat of the Acheron Flats games that we saw Strelok play versus Orc? Yeah,
maybe. The economy is better for Snitchables. So he just makes to make sure that you know, Strelok doesn't constantly keep killing his bases, because now, as we can see, like, Strelok is maxed, Snitchables is not, and you know, Strelok is the one with a bank, not Snitchables. So
yeah,
the roles are reversed. There's 10 tanks here. Oh my god, there's 24 Hellbats.
Oh my goodness.
24 Hellbats, man.
That's just almost too much. What does Snitchables has? I mean he could potentially fall to this attack right now, because you look at the units: 13 Hydras, 25 Roaches, 7 Vipers. That's it.
And a bit interesting by Strelok. The amazing thing is, if Snitchables went for a Spire and just built like as many meters as he could actually have a good trade, because you know, it's a couple of Widow Mines and 5 Vikings. That's like it for anti-air. There's only 2 Widow Mines. So that's not the case. There is a medevac just flying around as well. Some Vikings getting some kills onto the Overlords. 3 command centers, 2 ports, and some extra upgrades coming out of Strelok behind this. And Snitchables is supply blocked. The Widow Mines burrowing. The tanks are sieging up. The fights are coming. Lightning Cloud getting chucked on a lot of the units, especially the tanks. And there is a Muta in this fight. Just one. The Vikings taking care of him though.
I have to hand it to Snitchables. Really intelligently placed blinding clouds basically allowed him to get rid of the majority of the tanks. Maybe he will be able to get rid of all of them, and then he can reinforce with Roaches and push this force back. Just with Roach Hydra, without the tanks, there is really not much keeping this army alive.
That was actually a pretty stellar defense there. I didn't think it would go that smooth for Snitchables. He lost a lot, but he did pretty much shut down the entire army. Of course, he is able to remax and reproduce a lot faster than his opponent. Income-wise, they're nearly identical. He does need a few more drones. There's also this... these Vikings haven't done anything, so they have a lot of kills. Oh, just killing a Viper just then, and a Widow Mine's about to pop and kill a Viper. Bam! Gets blown apart. Behind this, there was a counterattack, I believe. I don't know how much, but I can see a Roach at the 3rd base. Sorry,
yeah,
the 4th base.
there's a couple of Roaches there. This is a thing we have missed.
Yeah, that was a really big fight in the center of the map, so it's okay.
It's okay. Some odd 20 SCVs went down. Excuse me, 10 SCVs went down only. So.
And these units are coming in to deal with the planetary. Splits the army, which I don't agree with, and these units might not escape, and that is a little chunk of army, which he can't really afford to lose. It's 104 supply v 163, and you know, it's 6 base v 5 base at the moment.
Wait a minute, I see Corruptors being made. Do we? No, we don't have a Greater Spire, so...
I think it's to deal with these damn Vikings. She's like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
They keep killing my Vipers.
7 Vikings in the air just for Vipers and Overlords. It's kind of annoying, that is true.
We also have Banshees now as well, so...
So maybe for the Banshees.
Okay, Great Spire now morphed, so maybe he did think he had the Great Spire, but he didn't. So
Or it's for the future. Maybe that's a
yep.
future transition. I wonder why his mineral income is so low for Snitchables. I mean, he's at 76 drones still, but his minerals are oddly low, and he's not building
I think
anything mineral heavy.
I think it's just because he just built like 20 drones.
Oh, okay.
He was
That could
under
be
60 drones a minute ago,
all right.
and this is a really potent mech army. As we can see, the supplies give it away as well. It's 200 v 130, and that's a mech army. You know, that's
I
like
I
some
believe
big
what
fight.
Snitchables was trying to do here was switch into Broodlords, but Strelok remaxed and started attacking before the switch
Ah.
could take place.
I don't know why he's building 9 Mutalisks. This is a bit interesting.
I
Like
think
said,
that's a defensive maneuver more than anything. He knows he does not have time for Broodlords,
maybe.
or maybe he thinks he doesn't. In any case, this base is going to go down.
I think the GG could be coming down
Yep,
soon.
any moment here. Basically, the only mining bases for the Zerg are the third a little bit, and this base at the bottom, and these two
Oh.
top bases, one of which is being taken out.
Ah,
Nice Widow
Here's
Mine
the-
hits onto those Corruptors.
Seeker
Seeker
missiles.
missiles even being fired,
GG.
and there's the GG.
Which of course means Strelok is now 2-1 up in this best of 3, putting him at match point.